All right, welcome back everybody. We are continuing on in our leveling. So it looks like I'm seeing that there's been some pretty good bleak fishing happening here, and I thought we could. It actually looks like they're showing fishing down here, so maybe we'll try this. There's a couple of Bleak Cafe orders, so this could be a really good way to get some silver. To make this easier, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's see what we have on different rods right now. I kind of want to use 22s. That's what the person in this post was using, and that makes sense to me. The good news is it looks like the Bleak are active on Pearl Barley, which if that is the case, that is awesome. So we'll see how active they are. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get a, let's see if they did anything special with like the size of the braided line. 2.8. What do we have available? We can go 1.5, and if we want to use a second one, this is at 4.8. I think that's fine. But let's get a couple of 22 hooks if they are available. And then let's get our rods in the water and see how this looks. So 22, that means we're either going here or all the way down to here. That just feels a little pricey still, although that one's out of stock. Oh man. It's frustrating when this happens. Okay. Let's make sure that's the same stock problem, Mosquito. We can do 24 and be okay. I'd rather not, but we'll see what Mosquito has. Same thing. I just think 20 is pushing it. Man. Even the Silk Series 22s. I mean, really, that is hard to believe. I think 20 is too big for this. That means we go 24 and just live with it. Next time we go to either Belaya or Old Berg again, we'll check there because they could be in stock there. They could be in stock there. It'd be nice to have a float that just looks way different than the ones we have, so it's a little less confusing. Let's see, regular float. I mean, we still want it to be inexpensive, but I'm trying to remember which one of these, like how these sit. This one might be fine. I think I'm okay with the way those sit, but I'm just curious about this one. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to use 24s, and we're gonna try Pearl Barley on both because it's just like pretty much a free bait, right? All right, so we're fishing from here. I don't think it gave any kind of visual or indication on how far they were casting, but let's just get them out here. We're gonna try using 2. And just see how that goes. I'm hoping that the bite rate will be so good that if we're using 2, we kind of always have something going on. By the way, this is clearly not at the right depth. In fact, I'm even going to do 20 on this one in terms of depth. And I guess that's the thing we could do. We could do a size 20 hook on one of them since we have 24 on the other. I think that in an ideal world we have a 22 on both, but let's see if we still get Bleak bite pretty easily when we go to this size hook. that a roach? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we could get blown up on this. I guess we've got to be willing to lose that line. I'm glad we put the bigger hook on the right one because it has a larger line on it. All right, let's see how this plays out. Oh, I love seeing a dace. Yeah, let's get some dace. But again, using that 24 hook, I feel like we're much more likely to see tiny dace. So 20 hook, no nibbles that whole way down. Where 24 hook is getting almost constant fish here. So maybe lesson learned. Oh, we did get a bite right at the end. So what was it? Okay, pretty good size bleak. We'll stay a little longer with it. We will try it a little longer. Yeah, this looks fantastic, by the way. Bite rate. Now, we are in the morning hours, obviously, so this will be as good as it is all day, but this has been really good so far. Ooh, got a nibble. I'd say there's a pretty good chance that's a roach that's biting on this one. Let's see. Or a dace, maybe? Yeah, it's a dace. Oh, man. That was almost a 200-gram dace. I mean, you're talking about... You're flirting with trophy size at that point. And that was, by the way, on a 24 hook. I think I've seen enough. Let's just go 24 on both. We're getting good fish on it, so let's just do it. So now the main difference in the first and second line is we have a more aggressive diameter of line on the first one. If that makes sense. It's a weaker line, but it's also a thinner line. So that could make a difference on how well it does. The other nice thing is we're just casting them right here, right in front of us. Which we do get to see these bites. And they're getting bites. Oh, there, we got a nibble. They're getting bites even right at the end of the cast, or at the end of the, right before the bridge. So you really don't have to, give up on the bite for a long time. You have lots of opportunities. We pulled that right out of the fish's mouth. Once again, last minute bite, and it was a nice bleak. You know, I could almost be convinced that we want to cast it more to the right to get it in that area where they're getting those bites as quickly as possible. But we're getting plenty of bites back here as well, so... roach or something, right? Popped off. Ooh, that looks like a pretty big fish. Is this like a chub or something? I think that is a chub. Wow. $766 grams. I didn't quite pull it enough. Oh, we still got it. Okay. Trying to just stay focused on fishing during this first part, during the morning hours. Because it's so good. There's another Nace. And see if we can, see if we have enough for those cafe order Bleaks. And then we can maybe do something else. But I don't even want to look at the cafe again until maybe a little closer to noon, when the fishing will dry up a little bit. Wow. Nice Bleak. I don't remember. There's 2 Bleak orders, so the question is, how big a Bleak do we need for the bigger order? I guess we can just look. 6 from 74. We don't have a single one that big yet. That's what I was wondering. How likely is it, especially with this size hook, of hitting enough to do that order? I'm just not sure. But the smaller order should be no problem. Just trying to cancel the cast. I guess you can't exactly do that. Wow. That was a Bleak. Oh, that was 82 grams. Like, I think that one's big enough, right? 85 grams. Unless I'm remembering wrong. This must be prime Bleak time. We just got a trophy and 2 really large ones. This has been so smooth. Even with the current, I mean, it's just such a good bite rate. You just kind of get into a rhythm. Picked up the wrong one. It's okay. Can we get any more of the juicy ones? It's nice. Not big enough, but that was nice. Okay. Oh. Dace. We could put this a little deeper and probably catch a higher percentage of dace, but the bleak are so good right now. I don't really want to do that. I didn't know if we were going to get there in time. This is good fishing. Yeah, notice it's noon. I mean, this is like first time we've seen what appears to be like a little bit of a slowdown. Excuse me. Ooh, thank you. Man, could not get that one to set. This is phenomenal. All right, what's our float fishing at, by the way? 33.5. Fish hooked itself because it was already at its length. So when it pulled down, it had resistance back and hooked it. That's a tiny fish, isn't it? 25. It's so small I couldn't hardly see it when it popped out of the water. 89. Come on, we just need to steal a couple more decent sized ones here and we're in business. That's roach or something. We can hardly move this fish. He's gonna have to give up. Yeah, I can see the roach. It's just a little big for this little setup, but we got him. 635 grams on this little 1.5 kilo line. That was close. It's got to be a decent one, yeah. Oh, come on. We've caught 51 fish in 15 minutes. I mean, we could set a record right here that would be hard to duplicate, I think. There aren't a whole lot of spots in the game that come to mind, at least, where I would say like, oh yeah, you could do 51 and 16, 52 and 16. You like to see that dace, but you want to see the dace be a marker. Really, you want it to be about 100 grams. Start to really see the silver come in when it's 100 grams. Wait, 77, was that enough? I'm gonna have to just like steal a glance real quick at the cafe. Oh, I see you. I see you doing that. All right, let's just steal a glance. We're at 33.6. All right, how are we doing here? That one obviously is no problem. That's 22, but this is 52 silver. We are technically only one away. How much does that trophy Bleak sell for though? 32. We really want to think of it as that we're 2 away. For maximum silver, we want to be 2 away. Not that it's not worth doing. It might be worth doing with 1 away, but man, if we could get 2 and save that trophy to sell by itself, that's the way to go. Oh, picked up the wrong one. Ah, man, oh man. I feel like it's the first one we've missed in a while. $44, not big enough. Ooh. I don't know why we cast them so far out this time. Well, before, when we first started, we were casting sort of back and to the left. And so it was going at as an angle, so they weren't near as far away. Now we've got them going pretty far away, but I mean, really, like any of these spots seems to be working super well. Come on, be a Bleak. I want to go get our free food real quick. This is the time of day. Let's go slow down a little bit anyway. Just let it rest for a second. There's no reason to wait on the smaller one. This is 22 silver, by the way. And we're going to claim it with 5 Bleak that are non-markers. They just had to be 29 grams. 22 silver for non-markers. Oh, we've got this too. 8.45. How much time is left on this? Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Okay. Dace. I'll take 70 gram dace. I will not complain. That's a roach. I'm okay with that. See the roach in the water. 152, 153 silver right now. I mean, obviously the Bleak aren't gonna bite overnight, so we can't like continue this the whole 24 hours, but if we find something else to do that makes a little bit in the evening, I mean, this is actual insane amounts of silver right now. For this level, for this type of fishing. Now it's a little intense, but like I said, I felt like I really got into a rhythm. The time is flying by. It had a nibble, but then it left it. Huh. I love it when it hooks itself at the end of the line. A lot of times it seems like up that far it has been roach a good bit, but it's still pretty cool that that happens. Alright, we gotta find... Now this time of day, I don't know. It might just be like really lucky to get that size Bleak right now, but we just want to be really lucky a couple times here. It'd be nice to not have to worry about it again in the morning. But we shall see. Yeah, I would imagine so. Personal record for maximum number of fish caught in one day. We're at 67. No, we've sold 5. We're at 72, now 73. 73 fish, 23 minutes. Nace, and it's over 100 grams. Oh shoot. Got it. 49, that's a good one. Not good enough, but that is a good one. That's not the line that usually makes it because of the smaller line. Usually that's the one that gets a bite, but it did make it all the way that time. What is it, 4:43? We still have like several hours of possible. Ooh, man, that thing hit it hard. It's a chub. We still have some chances here. And the fishing, the average size, all that has a chance of getting a little bit better again the closer we get to late afternoon, early evening. $34.1. right, let's see if we see the Bleak start going north of 50 again. Ooh, Dace. Fake bite, real bite. 48, that's close. Now we need it to be over 70 something, but just in terms of like the healthy size, getting that back over to 50 grams or so on some of them is a good sign. That's a decent 40 gram. 46 gram, yeah, we're getting there. So this is our little window. If we're gonna get one or two more, this is the likely window if there's a chance. I don't know what happened there. Boy, that's very weird. Was there some kind of like server side hiccup there? All the fish stopped responding for a second. To not have a bite on either one. We're at 89 fish, 28 minutes. Man, what if we had started first thing in the morning? Ooh. Eesh. Oh, there we go. Somebody just had a 77 gram Bleak in chat. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see right now. That's 60. I thought that was a fish on, but just the sun was so bright I couldn't see the float for a second. Line one's about to go down. Be a Bleak. It's a Dace. Still a good Dace, but come on. Let's see it. Kind of confused me because they were both getting a bite. Dace is the place. $7.12. It's getting a little unsure here. Okay, 75. I think we need one more, folks. I think we need one more to maximize our silver so that we don't have to use the trophy on the order. I think that's where we're at. I'll take a chance. Yeah. Once they're hooked, they typically stay on. So it's okay to make sure it's hooked good and then pick up the other one if you need to. Oh my goodness. They both went down at the same time. Nace and what was this one? Oh, what is this one? Nace. Nice Nace. Wow. Come on. I know it's getting a little late, but come on. Just one more. The days are really coming out this time of day. All right, let's get this one a little further out there, just in case the Bleak are moving around some. It's not what we wanted to see. All right, hit it. Oh yeah, right at the end. That was nice. 66. Close but no cigar, right? What is amazing is that whatever time it was, around 10 a.m., 10 something a.m., we checked the cafe and we had none that were big enough for the big Bleak order. And now we have all 6. Even though one of them's a trophy, technically we do have all 6. Man, it has really slowed down. I can't miss the ones that do come in. Just in the off chance that one of them's a big one. We're at 98 fish. All right, hold on. All right, let's just get rid of a few that are worth nothing. I mean, that was 0.45 worth of silver, so almost nothing there. We're down to 84 fish again. Eesh, that's not a Bleak. That is a Bleak, and it's 70. I don't remember. No! It's got to be from 74. Shoot. If that's a Bleak. Nope. Okay. can't believe we're one short. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't really know what to do with that. But I just don't think we're going to catch Bleak anymore during the evening. Okay, so okay. All right, out of curiosity, let's look at this really quick. So if we just go to Bleak by weight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the top 6 Bleak right now would sell for 56, or you turn them into the order for 52. That doesn't make sense. So what if we didn't use the trophy? Sort by Bleak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add one more. Technically it'd be more like 5, but anyway, it'd be like 28. So it's like, it's a really good cafe order if we don't use the trophy. All fish, we're already, this is unbelievable to me. All right, 174, we'll sell those for 845. So we're over 31 silver now. With still plenty of time on this Bleak order. Let me think for a second. Yeah, I don't really know. Wait, wasn't there a rough order? Is it any good? Oh no, it's terrible. Oh, where's that gudgeon spot? Are they active during the night? They're more of a daytime thing though. 5 gibbles. 1 trophy white bream. We do know a spot we could go catch some rough if we wanted to. There's so many posts about trophy Donit's rough right now. We actually probably would catch rough in that spot too. 24 red worm. And then we can fast travel back. I mean, yeah, might as well. All right, so we're gonna go probably actually need to take the hooks off of here. I doubt I have that many. I think we do want 24 hooks here. All right, so 10 clip. At the normal spot, we'll just do it overnight. We'll do red worms, regular worms. See if we get a couple rough, you know, I don't know. Just catch a few fish while we're waiting on morning, and let's see if we can't finish this Bleak order out. If we can't, that's okay too. We'll just sell what we've got. We've already made so much silver in a short amount of time. It's pretty phenomenal. I mean, if I was, you know, if I wasn't pacing myself for the sake of recording different episodes, and I guess if this was my main account, so if you're leveling a new account, man, I would just grind out on those spots while you can, and kind of allows you to save up for some really nice gear very quickly. Getting that kind of silver. I'm actually gonna go 2 worm, 1 red worm. Red worm probably is the best, but we're not trying to just focus on Donit's rough. We're just catching what we can catch for a few minutes. I guess the other thing we could have done is go for white bream. There were the 2 white bream orders. One of them trophy, one of them manageable, but I don't know. Didn't seem like something I wanted to mess with. White bream can be a really slow bite rate at times. Let's hope they start, the roughs start getting a little bit bigger as we move into the night. Oh man, we're back 88 fish. I'm gonna have to like delete some fish or something. Rookie mistake. I should have sold a few before we came back out there. That's a nice rough. I don't know. Are we gonna catch 11 more fish in the nighttime? Might. Ooh. Two in a row. This spot's kind of intriguing right now. Yeah, now that it's like truly nighttime, the rough that are coming out are mostly markers, it seems like. Man, these little rough. Back up to 96. Actually, that rough order, how many rough do we have that are non-marker? Because that, okay, we should have enough. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember how many it was, but that rough order is, it was worth like 4 silver or something, so surely it is for non-markers. That would make sense, right? all these fish are just adding to that record of maximum number of fish caught in one 24-hour period. I really just think it would be a long time before you would be, be very likely to break this number. On this account or any other account, really. I mean, this has just been incredible. All right, we need to make a little bit more room just in case. I'm not exactly sure how long we're going to stay in this spot before trying to go get that last bleak. Yeah, there was part of me that was thinking about going over to try to get the Nace. But the Bleak were so good, I got really intrigued with that. One meter, 16 caddisfly. That was what we were gonna try. 16 caddisfly and 1 meter. All right, do we want to walk back? I don't think so. All right, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go to that potential Nace spot, and just make sure we don't get lucky on a Nace. The thing I'm trying to figure out is, I know that Bream are active in that spot sometimes. I mean, Bleak are active in that spot sometimes too. Do we throw in one, like use 2 float, one for Bleak, one for... I actually think we probably should try that. Is that the right one? Yeah. So, oh, we're gonna have to get a hook. Okay. Because we won't be here. I mean, I'm not gonna stay down here super long, and we can very quickly, if we're not getting bites at all, we can go back down and catch our Bleak and be done with it. But we probably ought to just check in, see if this Nace even still seems possible down here. And we're riding high from the Bleak, so let's give it a little try. Alright, so it's this spot right here. We want this to be at 1 meter. I don't know how far we're casting it, but let's try that. And keep this a little closer. And then I'm just gonna cast this right out here. Alright, the thing we want to focus on is this one, and if we get a little Bleak bite on the second one, then we'll try to grab it. That's probably what that is. Yep, so now we just need 1 lucky Bleak down here, and we don't even have to worry about... The Nace is going to be a much slower bite rate. We just need 1 lucky Nace, 400 grams or more. All right. Let's cast it not as far this time. That is a lot closer, but we'll see. Might be a little early for Nace still. Not sure. Not sure about the Nace optimal time. But with this, the hook size, everything, the way we're approaching this, we're trying to hit that bigger Nace, that 400 gram Nace for the challenge. And I remember this spot being a little further out for the Nace, so we'll go back to a little further out. We haven't seen a single bite yet. Hopefully that does change. We are done with Bleak. Wow. That was a nice Bleak too. Was that exactly 100 grams? 101. Oh my goodness, and we have 100 fish. Now that, to me, looks too far. We'll see, but it just looks like too far a cast. Wouldn't you know it? I was just thinking how it's surprising that we're not getting even bites on this thing, but I guess besides roach, just with the depth we have it at, and it's either kind of Nace or roach, I guess. Which maybe that's why this is such a good bait for it, because you're not catching every other fish. And maybe we tried to do it a little too early in the morning, I don't know, but I am wondering, are the Nace still active under that tree? Because we had several casts and we never even saw a nibble. Alright, let's try one more cast and we're going to go back to 1.7 meters, which we've tried this before. And we've gotten some nibbles and some activity, but I don't know. It wouldn't make sense to me. Like 1 meter should also work. 1 meter has worked before as well. So, all right. So catching rough and wide eyes and stuff here on On worm, I was just curious what was here on feeders. Okay. This is small though. What is this? Bleak. That's too far a cast. We don't want to go quite that far. At 1.7 meter depth, that Bleak got on there. That might have been a Nace. Nace have this weird nibble, and until I like get used to it, it's easy for me to mess the bite up. I think I have to be a little more patient with Nace. All right, there it goes. So this could be a Nace, I'd say. It's a chub. Okay, again, begs the question, are they still here at all? It's almost 9 in the morning. It feels like they should be active if they're here. Okay. That's a Bleak or something. Oh, that is a Nace, just a very small one. Okay, that's an interesting sign though. So maybe they're still here. Maybe it's still possible in this spot. It is proven to be a tough challenge for many of us, especially the second time through. That was frustrating. Oh, did I not mess the bite up? Is it still going, or is it running into the ground? That might have just been bouncing. All right, let's wrap this up. We've gone long enough. Let's go sell our fish. So we got to remember that we got 22 plus, I think it was 8. I think we're basically at 30, right? Might have been 30 something, but 30 plus all right, so let's see here. Oh yeah, we got the little rough order too. So we need just 2 of these, so that's 4. Okay, so 22, 30, let's just say 35. It's right at 35. Plus we did this without the trophy. So 53, 63, 73, 83, 88 silver. So that's 88. That's funny that we even got that close to the chub. 88 plus 220. By the way, look at these days. The Donut's rough. That's at least like 317 silver in just over an hour. I mean, that's like, I mean, it's not quite Norway silver, don't get me wrong, but that is insane to me. You just don't realize like this Bleak and Dace kind of spot like that, especially with 2 cafe orders to back it up. Wow. What are we at right now? 544. How much does like a Saber 60 cost, for example? Let's say we wanted to use Saber 60s at Corey. 1,200. I mean, that's like 4 of those sessions. I know that seems like a lot, and it is a lot, but I mean, that is a really nice reel that you could do really well at Corey trolling. So let's see, that's 1,200 basically. We could put it with like with this, so 1,600 and something silver just for the rod and reel, and we need to do it twice. This is where people start, and we haven't done this yet, and we haven't even talked about it that much, but this is where people start grinding the bream, right? You just got to get that really good, consistent silver. And one way to do it is bream at Old Berg. And we haven't even touched bream at Old Berg yet in this leveling guide. So anyway, let's don't get ahead of ourselves. That was exciting. That was very fun. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Tight lines.